Hello, lovelies. So good to see you. I see you looking so fabulous over there. I see it. Just a Sync Show is here, standing here in the lead way amongst the moonlight. Alright, but yeah, today we're going to be doing a beginner's guide to Genshin Impact. I'm just going to do a quick little brush over. This is my Asia account, so that means that it's not built fully, and I got it to AR 51. And I'm just going to kind of do a brief overview and touch base on certain things, and then I'll go more depth with guides later, but I just want to do an overall, like, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to focus on. So first things first is artifacts. Be very mindful of your artifacts. Be very careful of them. They are your children, your babies. You just be careful. These don't matter. Not really in the end, so you can put these, do whatever you want, pluck them. Level 2, as you're progressing, you can kind of level these up, keep them on your characters just to have a baseline. And then from the tiered list, you kind of move up to your 3-star. Scholars is a really good set to keep and put on your characters. They are just overall good artifacts. They give you that energy recharge, and then you know, the extra energy for your whole team. Gambler's Brooch is really good for characters like Fischl too, you know, increasing the elemental skill damage. So, you know, maybe you could do like a 2-piece Gambler, 2-piece Scholar for like a Kaya or something, or, you know, mix it around, have fun with it. And I wouldn't really keep these in general. These don't matter. When it starts to matter, what you keep and what you take away is when you get to here, these 4-star artifacts. So, for example, I will probably have the Gambler set on my Fischl for quite some time if I was to continue to play this account, just because it is really good on her overall. And I have a 2-piece Gambler, 2-piece Glad. This artifact actually is really good for a 4-star artifact, so don't be afraid to keep these and love these and kind of hold on to your 4-star artifacts for a while. And you want to wait to spend your fragile resin until you reach AR 45, and then you want to focus on your artifacts and getting those 5 stars, because that gives you a guaranteed 5-star every time you do a run. So you want to wait until then, because otherwise you won't get that guaranteed and you're kind of wasting your resin and your time. So the one I really would recommend running now on this account, I ran Noblesse Oblige because it's, you know, at the time it was the most resin efficient one to run, and honestly it's still good. Like, you will need these for your character at some point down the line, so, you know, this is one I would still recommend. If you're kind of stuck here and you're AR 45 and you haven't reached Inazuma yet, yeah, grind this one. It's a good one. But realistically, like, the Momiji Dyed Core over here is the best one to run overall. I still run this for my characters because it gives you so much benefit of having, you know, you could always do a 2-piece Shimenawas. Same thing, it's just the same thing as Glad. Same thing. Or you could do a 4-piece or 2-piece Emblem of Separate Fate. You could do 2-piece Emblem of Separate Fate, 2-piece you know, Shimenawas. You could do, I would recommend the 4-piece for your supports mainly. Like, on my Xiangling, I still run this set on her, and I'm still looking for better pieces for her for this set. So, I would highly recommend you focus your fragile resin when you reach 45 to this. And so let's talk resin and what to do when you are still trying to get up to 45. So what you want to focus on is mainly just keep this uncapped and keep going through the motions of what you need and everything. Now, you know, you could do the bosses that you need. Ley lines are really good. So bosses, ley lines, talent books, those are really good things to do for the game in the beginning, whenever you're still trying to figure out what, you know, everything. Mora ley lines, you know, XP book ley lines are really great because they're just standard baseline things if you're kind of scared about what you should be invested in. And then, you know, just do whatever your characters need as far as levels talents, and all of that. And then from there, we're going to talk about, you know, what should you be focusing on? What do you need to be looking at? So what you need to be focusing on is at least 8 baseline characters as you're going through the works. And if you're setting up for Spiral Abyss, especially, 8 is a good number to focus on, and that way you're not wasting too much resin on different characters and all of that. So a good way to deem that and what to do is go to the party setup section here, and this will help you focus. And you log in and you're like, okay, what am I doing today? Let's see here. Okay, so I pulled a Ganyu. Oh my goodness, I know I love Ganyu. I'm going to be using her in the future, absolutely. So what you could do is you could start building a team around Ganyu. Now, honestly, I wouldn't recommend Shingisho over Ganyu, and I wouldn't recommend Fischl for Ganyu, but Diona and Ganyu, they go together, bread and butter, good set, good. If you know that there's a team comp you're aiming for, or something you're going for, then, you know, focus on that. And then I guess if I was still trying to do a freeze comp here, I would also focus on Sucrose, because Sucrose is really good. She's going to be your animal character that you need for that team. So, you know, just name this like, okay, freeze Ganyu. Like, this is what I'm going for here. This is what I want. And you're just kind of waiting for that last slot character that you pull for, like, hey, I really need something to go here. So you find that character that you think would work. You know, for this, I would say Mona's obviously really good here. You know, also Ayato's okay for this, not the best option. But mainly just saving for whenever you get that Mona. Or Kokomi. Kokomi also works great for hydro application. So, you know what you want. Know what you're going for. Know what team you want to build, and then invest in that. And if this slot stays empty, that's okay. And when you're in the open world, you can still stick another character that you are building for another team. So let's say, like, I really want to build a Xiangling team. I love her. I want to use her. You know, build a team around her for that. And just focus on what you want to focus on. And keep that in mind whenever you're moving forward. So that is a really great way to make sure that you are harnessing everything that you need and that you're building everything appropriately. Now, as far as weapons goes, I mean, you want to make sure that you keep, you know, all your 4-star weapons and lock them. Make sure they're locked, and you can like go to the tab here and like lock them. So let's say I want to lock a stringless. There you go. Now, what weapons to keep for the 3-star weapons? So 3-star weapons you want to keep and use. Debate Club is really good in the beginning. Attack percent based. Claymore, great one. Currently my Vita has the Skyrider sword for the energy recharge, so whatever. You want to R5. I mean, I would say keep, just know, R5 this weapon. R5 this weapon as you pull on the banner. Keep one of these. R5 this one, the Black Tassel. Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers, I would R5 and keep that. And by refinement, I mean, so you go to details here, and then you hit refine, and then you click this, and you refine it like that. And then after you refine this one, go back and you say, okay, where's my refinement rate 2? Boom. Lock it. That way you're not eating it whenever you level up your weapons. Okay, and then, I mean, the slingshot. It's a crit rate base bow. It's not a bad one to keep either. I just meant Thrilling Tales of Strike. See, I already R5'd one and kept one. Harbinger of Dawn is also a really good one. There's a lot of good 3-star weapons in here that you just can't pass over. Cool Steel, it's good on Gaia, so just keep it on your Gaia. You can kind of see what characters right now have which weapons to base off what you want to be doing, kind of, but obviously it's completely up to you. Noelle's also really strong in the beginning of the game, so, you know, you're struggling, she'll heal you and do damage. You're good. There's also one more weapon I want to talk about and making sure you keep, because I just want to make sure that y'all are doing what you need to do. I'm gonna go ahead and teleport over here. I'm gonna walk up to, I believe it's this dude. And then click that. Walk up to this dude. And then look at that. can look at the dialogue. And then when you see this treasure chest, tell me about the Guha clan. Move through. Boom. Dark Iron Sword. Click on that. Open it up. So Elemental Mastery. Kind of upon closing an overload or super dock, electrocharge or an electrofuse swirl reaction attack is increased by 20% for 12 seconds. This is actually a really good Kazuha sword. It's not bad. Gives you that like EM and then also those bonuses too. Lock it. Because this is the only one you can get in the game. You only get this weapon once, so make sure you have it locked. It is something you can accidentally eat very easily and lose. And it's a really cool looking weapon. Let me show you. It's so cool. Especially when you actually level it up. It looks even better. Look at this! Look at how sick that is! Yeah, you don't want to lose that on your account. So there's that. And so yeah, focus on building character builds and don't build too many characters is the main thing. Stick to your 8, your solid team of 8, and then if you find that, hey, like, oh my gosh, like I just pulled something that is amazing. I just pulled a Kazuha right now. I know I'll be using him in the future. Drop somebody else. Let him die. Let him go. Bye-bye. So like Fischl, bye. You know, or whatever the case may be. For, you know what I mean. Like say goodbye to somebody and don't invest them anymore. Let them go. That way you're not wasting any more of your time, your precious resources and things like that. I guess another thing is in the back of Northland Bank here, wherever it is, I don't know if it has like a little icon or not. There's a bank up in here you can go and get a treasure chest that has 200,000 Mora, so that's a good thing. So yeah, in the beginning, if you're short on Mora, need Mora, you can always go here to the Northland Bank, and I'm going to show you kind of where this is. See where the diamond is on the map, making jewelry for Leeway Harbor, and you're going to kind of climb up the tower here, the steps from below, and get here. I'm going to enter the Northland Bank. I haven't been in here forever. I haven't been here so long. So you're going to enter Northland Bank. And you're gonna climb up these steps right here. And there'll be a treasure chest right here for you. With 200,000 Mora. So that's also something really good to keep in mind of. And there's something else I wanted to show you. So regarding character builds, what to focus on. You want to think about what your goals are. Like, do I want to conquer Spiral Abyss? Do I want to be able to consistently 36-star Spiral Abyss? Do I really even care about that? If you don't care about that, then pick 8 characters you really like and, you know, build like a basic team, you know, with healers and people that can shield and, you know, do damage and basic reactions. Like, keep in mind of what you're doing so you're still having fun. But like, if you don't care about Spiral Abyss, then don't worry about it. It's not something necessarily you have to. But then again, I care about it a lot, so a couple things to also keep in mind is that you can also get a free 4-star cup, or I think the 4-star piece from the Bloodstained set here. Miss Victoria here will give you one, because they pick through the dialogue options until you see the treasure chest option, and then she will give you that that set. Oh look, there's Barbara, because I'm doing that quest right now. Look at her. She's just here. I don't know, she just stood here like this on this during quest. Look at her. Okay, moving on. So cute. Another thing you keep in mind would be the Spiral Abyss. So in the beginning you can get a free Xiangling if you conquer, I think it's the first 3 floors of Spiral Abyss. So once you kind of feel like you've got some decent sets going, some decent weapons, I guess level 70 characters is a good thing to shoot for. Or maybe sooner than that. You know, you can always just wing it, try it, see if you can do it. You can't, it's okay. Come back to it later. Go ahead and do that, and then you'll get your free Xiangling. And that's also really good because she's really strong in this game, one of the most powerful characters in this game in my opinion. So yeah, you can go to spiralabyss.org and you can deem what characters you want to build off of this if Spiral Abyss is something that you care about, you know, the end game kind of things like that and what to build upon. These are tried and true data that is collected throughout all the servers that people submit. I personally submit my data whenever I do Spiral Bisque. Because why not? You have like 36 star at 36 star, right? So these are 36 star runs and what people are using. And it'll tell you, you know, what the most common ones are, and it'll tell you artifacts, weapons, builds that they're using, things like that. So you can explore this website a little bit more. I'll go in depth later because there's so much to this website, but I just wanted to give a brief, make sure you knew about this, because this will tell you, it's your tier list essentially, like what is good in the game right now. Instant tier list right here. It'll let you know. It'll even give you team comps to go off of. So there's that. And then now we're gonna go on to, okay, so I am trying to do Momiji Court and I can't seem to do it. I'm trying to do something that I know can be co-opted. There's certain things that cannot be co-opted, like Dvalin, things like that. But if it can be co-opted, there's somebody that can help you. There are people out there that are just bored, like me. In game, sometimes I'll go around and help people, you know, do things and figure stuff out and fight things that they can't get past. It's not a problem. So what I do is I go to Discord here, and you can go to Genshin Impact Official. Now keep in mind that, like any community, there are toxic people out there. So, you know, just put your shaders on, you know, and move forward. There are some really good people out here who are really wanting to help people. So you pick your language here, and then you can pick your region. So if you're NA, you know, you can do this, things like that, so that people can see your region. And what that's also going to do is that's going to open up the NA co-op section. So here you have people who are posting, I need to run Pale Flame, help me. You know, include your UID and your world level so that people know what, you know, where you're at, and if they can even join your world or not. So, need help with Crimson Witch and Flames. You know, I need help with this. There's plenty of people who are wanting to do that. And then some people are doing ore runs. So, like, if you need to run ores for your weapons, there you go. And so another good thing to use is the Genshin Impact interactive world map, and I'll leave a link for this too. And so what this does is you can find all the animoculuses, and then you can click them and check them off. You'll have to sign into a Google account, you know, as you're going through this, but hey, like, that's fine. That way it's saved to your account. So like if you click it and check it off, hey, I got this one, hey, I got this one, hey, I got this one, you know, you'll know. And it has a whole bunch of other things, like if you need help finding crystal ores to, like, you know, grind for weapons, that's something else that you can do to, you know, keep track of everything. This is great. This is a really, really good guide for, you know, all sorts of things that you need on this map. So yeah, keep that in mind too. And then, you know, as always, as you're going through, keep leveling up, keep building, keep like exploring and doing what you need to do. Keep doing your daily commissions. That's one of the most important things too, is to make sure that you are doing your daily commissions. Now quests, as far as quests go, the most important thing to do would be your Archon quests. And so obviously I have other quests to do before I can continue, but I'm gonna go through here and kind of, you know, do my dailies, and then I'm gonna pick a quest to do. So let's say, yeah, let's do a Shadow of the Past, and you're gonna hit that and it's gonna navigate. Then you go, okay, so I need to go in this direction, and I can teleport here or run here, whatever the case may be. So yeah, keep doing your quests, keep following that along. Your quest tab is your friend as to what to do next, so yeah, keep that up. And really, you just want to make sure that you keep gathering materials. Crystal ore is really important to make sure that you are doing weapons, and then as you are doing your daily commissions, you also want to make sure you're keeping up with your expeditions. Now this is how I set up my expeditions personally. Might be different on this account, I'm not sure, but I know how I have it set up on my other accounts, so that's okay. So I'm gonna talk to Catherine here, beautiful Catherine, and then you're gonna go ahead and go here. Okay, so claim, And then you get crystal chunks and white iron chunks. Great, I need those. Claim. And then I do meat. Just because I don't want to run around and get meat. Who wants to run around and get meat? And, you know, these are the ones that I use and the characters that I use. This is actually my exact setup for both accounts, funnily enough. But, you know, to each their own. In whatever situation you're in, adjust it as so. So what I do is I take the crystal chunks and then you can do this. Like something made. And then you're gonna obtain, see, last time I had made some of these enhancement ores and, you know, stocked them up. So keep stocking up on these. These are really important. As soon as you run out, it's a long grind to go back up. So, you know, I'd say, you know, every day just kind of like fill this up. If you can. If you're just starting out, this is really important. Something that you can do. The best characters to farm crystal chunks are with Xiangling or Razor. I'm sure you may see memes of that along the way that like they're really good for that. Or Claymore users in general are really good to farm crystal chunks. Obviously as you're going through you want to just kind of keep collecting whatever you see on the ground, like hey look at this, this is cool. Because chances are you'll need this for official. These are official's flowers. Things like that. So, as far as wishing goes, I would say keep this in mind that the 4 stars also in the beginning of the game will matter a lot more than the 5 stars, to be honest, because 4 stars are going to be your bread and butter when the game begins. This time I will do a wishing banner guide, so like what you should wish on, what you should focus on. For now, just keep your pre-motions. Don't go through them too hard. And you can always just wish on standard banner if you've got that tug, like I need to wish on something. Standard banner is actually really good for the beginning because you have the ability to kind of stock up on things that are kind of like, you know, sprinkled with the account that you need. Like these weapons are okay. You know, a lot of the standard banner characters are good. Like, I would want a Mora on this account, for example. So, will I get it? Probably not. But hey, you know, go for it. So just keep logging in and keep plugging along and having a good time with what you're doing. That's the main thing. But, you know, keep in mind before you make any big changes, like, you know, what you spend your resin on is really important. So, in the beginning, like I said, talent books, Mora, ley lines, things like that. And then also make sure you are doing your missions. I appreciate you guys checking, you know, this guide out, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Take care.